Hey, welcome to my third compilation of videos from TikTok. I'm doing a series where I go through old toys pretty much just at the rate and whatever is in the box I open next. And we're just having fun reminiscing about whatever it is, rather it be video games, card games, board games. It's just been a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll enjoy. This time on old toys, it's Super Soakers. This is the original Super Soaker 50. It was invented by Lonnie George Johnson. He invented it in '82, but he was too busy working for the Air Force and NASA, and it didn't get released until 1990. As they changed the design and made them bigger, they got new numbers, like XXP 175. The 50 and its doubled-up big brother are technically an inferior design to these, though. You see, this just has one tank, and it's pushing air into here to pressurize it. So as the air volume gets bigger, it takes more pumps to get the same amount of pressure. This clever design, though, pulls water from the back tank and pushes it into the front ones, allowing you to constantly get maximum pressure with the fewest amount of pumps, regardless of what was in your tank. You could even be refilling at the hose. It was totally unfair if you were the only one that had one. Let me know what Super Soakers or Squirt Guns you had in the comments. And we've got another box of old toys. How could you forget the groan tube? No. Oh. Yep. Oh, crap. Oh. Oh, yeah. It's Godzilla! For bubble bath time. More old toys. These small planes, or like little hover cars, would actually use these pumps. And you either slam them with your fist, or smash them with your foot. Some of these old Nerf guns were just so loud. It's hard to make out what this thing was called, but this was such an interesting oddity. It's a foam cube, but it's going to be hard to see from here. But there's actually a hard rubber ball inside it. So it feels interesting and it bounces really weird. Did any of you have a zoo ball? I had the turtle. And yes, he bounces too. Apparently I kept part of the box for the Super Soaker. Remember, don't shoot your friend in the face. This time when going through my old toys, it's what's in this box. Remember those old capsule machines and you'd put the 50 cents in and get something? You always wanted that little puzzle that was in there? Well, I want it, and it's all mine. I always loved these little, simple, cheap squirt guns. They were some of the coolest things that were just so easy to get back in the day. And you know what? When a toy becomes see-through, doesn't it just become 10 times cooler? Especially since you can kind of see how the mechanics of it all work. I wonder what was worth saving all these years. You know, this game looks like it was getting pretty intense. Maybe I'll have to call him up and we'll have to finish. I don't know why I specifically kept this Pepsi Stuff cap. But I did actually win an N64 game underneath one of these lids. It actually set it right underneath. Maybe I'll find that one of these days. Have any of you ever won something under a cap of pop? More old toys and games.
Yo, ball. It's so much fun and easy to do. 'Cause wherever it goes, it comes back to you. And you never have to find it.
So this was the original ring, and I can't even get that on my pinky. We put this on, I remember, when I was younger, so I could still use it, and I can't even get that on my pinky anymore. Although the coolest part was shooting it at your friends. Hey, it's another one of those expanding in water toys. Zeus, I'm kicking you and your new roommate out. Because we have a hand to grow. You know what? Whose hand is this? Highest upvoted comment will surely be the correct answer. It's Sesame Street Live. Wait, who is that? Got some more old toys. Hey, you think this outfit will still fit me? Hey, it's a little Caesar's plushie.
Pizza.
Oh man, now we're finding the actual, like, explosive devices. I forgot I had these. Hey, can one of my 45.2% followers who are female tell me what Hugga Bunch were? Are these dolls or something? And now I present to you some of the most riveting footage ever put to TikTok. Enjoy. Magnificent. Alright, I gotta take this thing off my head. It smells like mothballs. Also, who designed this with 6 watch batteries? This time on my series of going through old toys, I figured I'd hold something up and go, hey, this existed. Hey, this existed. Hey, this existed. This was actually a Burger King toy, and it housed a Pokemon inside. But they got recalled because a kid did this, got stuck on his face, and unfortunately he died. They only gave you a small fry for giving it back, but I used mine as my tokens and damage counters for the Pokemon card game back in the day. I wasn't going to do an update on the growing hand yet, but just look at it after a couple hours. It's so awesome. And back you go. You know, I actually helped out at a middle school summer school program once, but they never invited me back, and I couldn't figure out why. This time we have a whole bin instead of a box of old toys. I'm putting all the Pokemon I find in this box, so that way later I can do a video on just them. Hey, check it out, it's my Mega Man X and Ren and Stimpy Pogs. Nothing was safe from being turned into a Pog, but you did have to hand it to the companies that actually put some effort into making them look cool and not just taking a piece of clip art and sticking it on a disc. I mean, I'm sure the kids were really clamoring for the Starkist mascot. Get back in your plastic tube. Quick, am I playing another perspective trick on you, or is this egg really big? You can pause the video and let me know in the comments if you really want to test your luck. Let's see. It's an ostrich egg, and it's really thick. It's almost like it's made out of ceramic or something. I didn't find the toy yet, but I did find a lanyard. How many of you had a Tamagotchi? I was kind of surprised for the love given to these Guitar Hero guitars that were in the background of my last video, but is there any love for DJ Hero? Alright, but seriously, who does this with the stickers? Like, who is responsible for this? Since this video is kind of turned into weird video game peripherals, I don't have an iPad to show you, but you put an iPad in here, you sync this with Bluetooth, and you download apps, and then you can pretend you got yourself a little arcade system with this thing. If you wonder where I get a lot of this stuff, thrift stores. Did anyone play Tony Hawk's Shred? I heard this was hot garbage. I was actually in a store when somebody tried to trade this completely unopened one in, and they told him no. So he left it, and then they let me walk out the door with it for free. Later, when I open the video game boxes, I'll talk about one of my favorite things. This time, not so much old toys, but just whatever's in this box. Like, remember this old GameStop bunny for mascot? He was terrible. Hey, it's another one of those spinner toys from Kellogg's boxes, and this time it's Pikachu giving a cute little wink. Looks like I got a handful of arcade tokens, too. Some of these might be kind of collectible now. This one says it's from the 1982 World's Video Expo. Hitchhiker's Guide is a great book, and I totally forgot I used to stash stuff in the pages of my old books. Why was the Goof Troop so strangely awesome? Man, I loved collecting old keys. Did any of you do this too? And away with you. And in this bag of crap, we got, oh good, more explosive devices. Got a bundle of these poppies, which are a handout from the veterans of foreign wars as kind of like a little fundraiser for them. Don't forget to report suspicious activity. Hey, social distancing! Tip on how to rehydrate your dry Play-Doh. Rather, it's just dry and kind of flaky. Or your kid left that lid off and now it's all separated and kind of hard. First, remove any of the bits that are just really hard and throw them away. Next, you're going to knead out the Play-Doh, splash of water, and then fold it into itself and moosh. After kneading it in there twice, we're basically back to regular Play-Doh. And yeah, just use that trick. Keep your investment in your kids' Play-Doh alive for a lot longer. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you came from TikTok here, maybe subscribe. And if you've somehow found me on here and you have a TikTok account, maybe go follow me over there.